Good morning, Rebels, and welcome back to my life. You may have noticed I'm a pretty passionate guy. Most geeks are. We get very, very excited about things that don't matter to other people, or to, like, the real world. But what is passion, anyway? The dictionary definition is a strong and barely controllable emotion. But I really like that barely controllable idea, because sometimes it feels that way. Sometimes our passions border on obsession, and I like it. And very, very often when this is the case, you'll be made fun of for being passionate, and that's messed up, because it is okay to be passionate about things. And anyone who tells you to calm down usually doesn't actually want you to be calm. They just don't want you to be excited about anything other than what they are also excited about. Like football jocks who make fun of you for geeking out about Star Wars are the ones sitting in front of their big screens going, "Three-pointer!" when their center guard scores a touchdown despite a two-man advantage. I'm not a sports guy. Everybody has something they're passionate about. Even prissy little goody two-shoes can be very passionate about stomping out other people's passions. But what about in real life? What about finding your passion? Like the thing you want to do with yourself when you grow up. I mean, yeah, like John Green says, you won't just do one thing with your life, but how do you choose what you do, what you focus on and spend time on right now? A lot of people don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know what they want to pursue or, like, try to turn into a career. And that can be very overwhelming, especially if you've just graduated high school or college and you're sort of like, I'm supposed to start now, what do I do? Well, you know what, I'm gonna toss an idea out there, and it might sound crazy, but I want you to hear me out. I think you already know what you want to do with your life. And if you don't, then someone might have convinced you at some point that you couldn't do that for a living. Because people often decide very early in their lives what they like and what they want to spend their lives doing. Now, that can change on its own. For example, when I was 5, I really wanted to be a paleontologist. Now, I still think that would be cool, but like, it's not my passion. But sometimes our passions change not because we change or change our minds, but because somebody else enforces that change upon us. And that's not a good thing. Life can beat our passions out of us, and I don't mean that literally, although yes, that can also happen, but just by people, teachers, parents convincing us that we can't do what we want to do. If you've ever wanted to be an artist, but your parents convinced you to be a doctor or to go into business instead, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And listen, if you decided that on your own, that's totally fine. But if you did decide that on your own, then you probably have a pretty strong drive in the direction that you're going. I'm talking about people who were convinced that they couldn't do what they wanted to do, and now might feel like they don't know what they want to do at all. And my advice to you is just figure out what you like doing and see how you can work that into some kind of a career. And you'd be surprised what this can work for. I mean, obviously, if you want to write, then start writing. If you want to draw, then start drawing. And don't feel like it's too late because you're already done with college and you haven't been training long enough. Your training can begin now. But what if what you like to do doesn't seem like a career choice? Like, what about people who just love to travel? Well, you could always work for a volunteer organization that does humanitarian work around the world. I mean, those people are always looking for people who are willing to travel, because this might sound crazy to you, but not everybody wants to go to Africa to help people with AIDS. What about if you're only really passionate about knitting? Well, you could start an Etsy store, you could start a YouTube channel or a Tumblr or a regular blog or website about knitting. Get involved in the community, find out what people are doing, and see how you can leverage that into doing it full time. I mean, that one seems pretty challenging, but this isn't going to be easy. I'm not saying all of this is going to be easy. I'm just saying it's going to be something. So maybe if you're wondering what you want to do with your life, maybe just turn what you like into the way you want to live. I hope that's helpful, Rebels, but if you've got a passion and you're just like, well, but I can't turn that into a career, let me know what it is in the comments. Maybe I'll have an idea. We can all collaborate together, help each other out. Just hop in the comments, do the thing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!